Y'all, it's been cold most of the week, and I've been just not able to get any kind of gumption to do anything. But we're going to try to do a little bit today. I don't know how much filming I'll be able to do. Maybe more of a before and after kind of thing, because I'm working in a tight area. There's nowhere to put the camera. Let's get started. Alright, first thing I want to do is get these blue wires out, get them cut to length, and get the cables crimped on here, so I'll have these hooked up. And then we're going to build from that point. See, here's my wires where they come out right here, and I want them to run down there and then come around and connect. Let me see here, kind of get it in place. Yeah, so I want them to do like this. All right. I need to get the measurement for that, and then cut those bad boys and re-terminate them down here. Alright, I got them both crimped. Now I just need to get the heat gun, do some heat gun action, and yeah. That's how that goes. Now I need to work on getting power from there to the battery, and then from there to the battery. That's the next step. I got to make a couple of shorties. I may as well reuse this wire. I'm gonna look to see what kind of distance I need to do. So we got to go from those 2 bolts to these 2, and they're not, you know, it's not on the same plane. It's tricky, but I'm gonna figure it out. All right, so once I put wires on these and connect them to the battery, that system will be hot. Now I could take those 2 fuses out, but before I started on this project, I took precautions. So those 2 wires coming up are these 2. They stop right here. Fuses are removed, so I'd have power coming to right here and nowhere else, and that's totally fine. Yep, that's totally fine. Just double checking. Alright, there's a whole lot more that's going to happen right here, but I got the wires cut, and I don't want to clamp them down because I haven't got to put more wires on there that go to the amplifier, but at least I got that part done. Alright, now these guys are going to work great, but they're not straight, and I cannot unsee that. It's driving me nuts. Just a little wrong. So what I'm talking about is here I've got 2 positives and 2 negatives for the speaker output. Now the 2 positives are over here, the 2 negatives are over here. But what I'm going to be coming out with one wire, and I was going to use a 4 gauge, but it won't fit over here. I could maybe put 2 8 gauges in here and then run one to each of these holes. I don't have to pull from both of these, but it kind of sort of makes sense to do so.
Hold up, gotta crank this bass up, quake the ground and slam dunk, hitting like a Mack truck, rolling hard, power on, dropping like a hurricane. Man, this track is so insane. Big subwoofers bring the pain, rolling hard. Got a little bit of bass in my country. Kick drum, gonna keep it running. Pretty lady in the cab beside me, living life right where I wanna be, Stand up, moshing to this bass song, hitting like a cannonball, slam your ass into a wall, rolling hard, power on, blowing like a hurricane. Man, this song is so insane. Big subwoofers bring the pain, rolling hard.
Alright, that's the solution I came up with for the subwoofer outputs. You guys may be wondering why I went through the trouble of doing this and not just run the wires down. That's because I wanted to sum all my subwoofers in one location for changing amps and stuff. I won't have to worry about all that. I can just create new jumpers for the new amp. So that's why we did that. But yeah, there you go. All right, so we got stickers figured out, the subwoofers hooked up to the amp. I've got the power coming from the alternator to those fuses going to the battery, and I've got lead off of that going to these fuses, which will be a distribution block for the 4 channels. And I'm not sure where they're going to go. They may go over here on the side, I don't know yet, but that's where the distribution is going to happen, mainly because I want stuff where I can reach it and get to it easy. That's the main thing. I don't want to have to try to crawl around on the ground and dig up something. I want to be able to stand there and get to it. So I'm having to kind of make this handicap accessible, if you will. Well, tomorrow I've got to get the signal wires or the speaker wires for the 4 channels hooked up, power for the 4 channels ran, and sort out my turn on wire. That's what I'm trying to do tomorrow, those things. Yeah, that's what we're working at. Not too bad.